I just saw something that there's MJF talking out of his ass again.
I was gonna mention that. Well, he's not talking out of his ass.
Well, he says AEW would sell at Madison Square Garden.
They would. Absolutely would.
Anybody would sell at Madison. It's Madison Square Garden.
No, not anybody would.
But then somebody just made a comment, be like MJF not even consistently selling out AEW, which is true.
Well,
Trust
yeah.
me, trust me, MJF's not this draw he thinks he is. He's not.
Now look, look. We can,
MJF's peak was his feud with Punk.
that's absolutely not true. Absolutely not true. You are 100% wrong on that one. MJF's peak is right now. That is his peak, and his peak is going to be the next 5 to 10 years. Okay. MJF. I haven't seen the full interview yet. I don't think it's been released, and maybe it has been released. But he was on Ariel Helwani's show. And I've seen some clips about him talking about him taking great pride on never going to WWE, which I will say
He's going to eventually. We all
at
know
some
he's
point
going to.
he
He
will.
has
He
said
will.
it. He has said it before that he's going to.
Yeah, it's just a matter of time. Now, I will give him credit in this. It does not, he had that the bat like the war for 24 whatever he wanted to call it
The
in terms of
bidding war of
the
2024.
bidding war of 2024, right? It would not have made sense for him to sign with WWE back then because there was so much unfinished business for him in AEW at that point. In AEW,
Especially with the whole
could
Adam
not
Cole. Yeah.
Tony Khan, AEW could not have afforded to lose MJF during that time because they were coming off of Brawl Out. They're coming off of losing CM Punk. They're coming off of being embarrassed during that moment in time, and so they could not afford it to lose MJF to WWE. MJF is the heart and soul of he is the man of AEW. The heart and soul really is Darby Allin. But in terms of like, the numbers and the buy rates and the man leading the way, that is MJF. He is the man in AEW. And he's really the guy that's the main event in AEW. He'll never be on the anything lower than the mid card or anything lower of the main event in AEW again. This guy is the main event. He's going to be the main event for the next 10 years. And he's the guy leading the way. I will say that there will come a point in time where him coming to WWE, I could totally see it still. After his contract runs out with AEW, it's going to be really, really interesting to see if he stays loyal to Tony Khan and AEW or he jumps ship to WWE because I can see WWE throwing a lot of money at him. I could see WWE offering him basically the Cody role, the Punk role, where he's in as the guy of the company and leading the way to multiple WrestleMania main events. He says that a lot of guys want to go in there and get their WrestleMania main event. And he said that it's something that he doesn't really care about. He cares about his legacy in AEW, but I guarantee you that he does care about that stuff. He wants to have that spot in WWE. He wants to prove to himself that he has that spot in WWE, and I think he ultimately will. It's just not right now, you know.
Yeah, not right now.
Yeah, right.
But anyways, where were we at?
But we can transition into AEW. They're basically they're loading up for Double or Nothing, the big match between MJF and Darby Allin. Allin being the reigning defending AEW World Champion, won it by surprise last month on a Dynamite taping. Yeah, and Darby Allin has really just been defending the title left and right, and the whole storyline right now is all these matches kind of just costing or catching up to Darby Allin, and where he's not going to be able to be 100% going into his match, the hair versus title match at Double or Nothing. There's no shot that I think 100% MJF sorry, not retain, so gets back the title for the third time. And we don't have to see that, the big sexy Hebrew bald.
Yeah, that's kind of the unfortunate thing about the stipulation of the matches. It pretty much kind of tells you who's going to win.
Right.
But that's not just in AEW. That's a wrestling problem because we've seen it in WWE too, where stipulation basically like spoils like who's going to win.
Right.
Especially when it's like the whole like, oh, Like, if I can't beat you, then my career is over. Then it's like, okay, obviously the person whose career is on the line is obviously winning.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So I think MJF is gonna get back the title, and we'll see if Darby Allin can, there he's gonna challenge for the title, but even get back to being world champion. It'll be interesting to see because,
This might be his like only run with it, his Cinderella
right.
run.
Exactly. Yeah. We'll see.